well, I'm back in Nebraska now. Today is Monday, November 8th. I am set up here on our river property. I've only hunted this property actually a handful of times maybe in my life. Last year in my rut trip, sat down here with Caleb, first day of the trip, and in a pouring rain in the cornfield up here. But today I'm back in the timber, not too far. My Uncle Rick's hunting with me. Caleb's working, so it is right now 2:30, so we got a little over 3 hours till dark. Hopefully you can see something tonight. It's pretty warm, it's like mid-60s, so that's not ideal, but just gotta hope time of year will be better than the weather pretty much. So we had a pretty strong northeast wind. Today, tomorrow, it's gonna be like comfortable tanning weather, and then Wednesday the weather starts to get nasty with rain, high winds. It's gonna get real crappy real quick. So I'm gonna hunt. The plan is to hunt here through the week, and then after Friday hunting, I'd head up to North Dakota on Friday to hunt North Dakota Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So a lot of hunting in front of me, and hopefully I can get it done on this rut trip. Right now, an hour ago roughly, I banged the horns together. I've been tidying about once an hour. Look to my left up to the north. There was a little buck that I saw. I saw him do kind of a half circle. I noticed there was another deer. Looked, and that was a pretty damn nice buck. Really big, solid 8-pointer. And then the small buck kind of turned and went back to where he came from. Bigger one started coming right at me. Got to about 80, had his head up in a licking branch. All of a sudden he just kind of looks down this ridge where I'm at, turned around and kind of got spooked and left. He's completely upwind, definitely didn't see me. I have no clue other than Nebraska hates me. Well, I'm gonna sit for at least a couple hours. If we seeing some movement, my Uncle Rick's over on the other side of the property. We might stay all day, otherwise there's a good chance we'll get down for lunch and go move on a different property tonight. Would have been sitting here. That big one that I had come in would have been in bow range, but it's a really good spot. So not really exactly sure what we're gonna do yet. We might sit all day, we might move midday. It's supposed to start raining about 11. It's probably gonna rain the rest of the day, so we got all of our rain gear with us too, so it's gonna get super windy and shitty the next 2 days. And with the rain coming this afternoon, fingers crossed that I didn't get too much out here this morning. No. The doe. Doe. All right, well, just made it to North Dakota. It's about noon on November 11th. Drove here from Nebraska this morning. Wasn't gonna come out here till Saturday, but the hunting in Nebraska just hasn't been the greatest, so decided to come out to North Dakota a few days early. Garrett's out here with me, and got a couple other buddies out here this weekend, so we are gonna give her hell. We're gonna sit where the property where I killed my buck and Garrett killed his buck last year. Had some great hunts during the rut, or Garrett did anyway last year, and hopefully it's on. So we got a big storm system coming through tonight, tomorrow morning, some more snow on Saturday. Next couple days are gonna be kind of miserable to hunt, but hopefully deer are moving. Winds are gonna be a little bit high, but gotta be out in a tree this time of year. And then Sunday, Monday is gonna be great weather. I'll be out, Garrett will be out here till Sunday. I'll be out here till Tuesday, so I've got about 5 days of hunting roughly, so hopefully we can make something happen here. I set up in the tree here in North Dakota. I'm sitting in the same little piece of property where I killed my buck last September. Garrett killed a buck here last November. So pretty pumped as I was getting set up. Had like a decent 3-year-old 10-pointer come by at 40 yards. That's a good start. Garrett set up about 100 yards behind me where he killed last year, so looks like we have some nasty weather coming in this afternoon, tomorrow. It's gonna be brutal. But hopefully these bucks are on their feet and we can get one down. Alright, it's November 11th. We're back in North Dakota. My favorite place in the exact same tree where I killed my buck last year. This spot is really good and there's a ton of sign in here. I never know what's gonna pop up. There's a big storm moving in. It's gonna be windy, so I don't know how that will be. But you never know, when you get a hot doe, anything can happen. So, wish me luck, and let's do this. Almost the morning of the 13th now. Really nice out here this morning, about mid-20s. We're supposed to get 6 inches of snow today, so it's gonna be another long sitting all day. So saw a shitload of deer yesterday. Hopefully you can get a big one if you come close today. Alrighty, well, it's about 11 o'clock right now. The snow has been coming down for about 2 hours. Just brutal. Coming down pretty heavy. I'm up to 16 bucks that I've seen. I've got to look at my app, but I think like 12 does too, so almost 30 deer. This has been some of the most wild rut action I've experienced. Garrett's only 100 so yards from me. Has had 2 140s, a 150, and a 160. I think 3 of the 4 within 60 yards, and he hasn't been able to get a shot. I literally just had a shooter 10-pointer come hauling ass, chasing the doe by at 30 yards. Couldn't get him to stop. They're cruising so fast. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a good opportunity. This is a good chance I'm not gonna get any shot on video. I'm gonna try my best. I got a feeling I'm gonna have an opportunity today. And the way these deer are moving, like this buck that just came by, about 100 yards when I saw him. It was him, a doe, and another small buck. I flipped my camera and record, grabbed my bow. By the time my bow was off the hook, they were by me. I mean, it's insane. I've never experienced rut hunting like this. I mean, it is firing on all cylinders. So, I'm pumped. We got about another 6-7 hours in the snowstorm. Hopefully the big buck's gonna go down today. Well, this is the interview I didn't want to do. Like I said earlier about getting a shot on camera, it could be really hard right now, self-filming. That came to fruition. I looked up. I don't know where this goddamn buck came from. There's a stud 10-pointer on the field edge. First thing I do is hit the GoPro, turn it on. I go to grab the camera and he's already looking up at me. So I just froze. Came in, I thought he was going to come into 20 yards. He was kind of getting spooky. Jumped out to about 30. And then my single pin, already set for 20. So I aimed a little high and clipped a limb. Clipped a goddamn limb and missed him. That one hurts. He was an absolute stud. I'm not sure if he'll have any footage from the GoPro or not, but just a golden opportunity. God dang it. I guess you just gotta get over it and hopefully get another chance, but you don't get many opportunities like that. Alrighty, well, it's about 10 o'clock now. Just made a shift over to the area Garrett's been sitting the last few days. So where I'm at now, Garrett was just to the north about 70 yards. Then he made a little move. Then he made another move to this stand. This morning was the first time he's at this stand. And almost every one of the shooters he's seen just walked right by this tree, so. It's in a funky little tree, only about 8 feet off. Hopefully I'm able to see something here the rest of the day, and I'm gonna sit till dark and make something happen. Alright, well, I got just about 30 minutes left here. Today's actually been, it's gonna sound weird saying this, but it's been a slower day. I've seen 10 bucks, I think 16 goes today. But there's a group of 4 or 5 does out in this field right now, about 200 yards away. Those are the first deer I've seen since 1:30. I had 2 borderline shooters I saw today. Both went by at about 60. I just wasn't gonna press for a 60-yard shot in a borderline shooter. But if nothing goes down in these last 30 minutes, it's been another same type of the same story, different year, same result type of thing. I had some great red hunting, just wasn't able to close the deal pretty much. Whitetail and missed the one on Saturday, a huge bummer. And that was the only opportunity I got. It's crazy how the rut works. You know, I mean, for 3-4 days in a row, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Garrett saw multiple shooters go by this tree every day. He made one move and then made a second move over here. And then since I've been in this tree, not one shooter's even come remotely close. I thought it was going to be I really thought it was going to be a great chance to kill one today, or yesterday. I'm spending 2 full days in this tree, but that's the rut. That's deer hunting. Nothing's ever a given. So with that, I will be back to North Dakota late season for sure. My exact plans, I'm not sure yet, but definitely be back out here this year. So just want to say thanks for watching. Appreciate all the support, and if you liked this video, please hit that like and subscribe button below. It means the world to me. And I'll be coming at you with some more videos here as the season progresses. Hopefully can fill some tags in December. So appreciate you, and I'll see you here in the next one.